Some of the most beautiful and unique van conversions have been self-built ones. If you think about it, though, who is more motivated to build their dream home on wheels than the folks who will be living in it? In this do-it-yourself build, Justin and Lindsay left no stone unturned in creating a unique van that has all the comforts of home. They even searched out of the country for just the right parts. The air conditioner from an Italian company to ensure the safety of their dogs, and the inflatable tent shipped from Europe are examples of this attention to details, even down to the real tile backsplash. Come on and join me as I interview the couple who built this beautiful luxury van that they will be handing over to a lucky new owner soon. If you are interested, you can contact them on Instagram at G_unitvan. Hello, Justin.
Hi, Carol. Welcome.
Well, thank you. I don't have a light on this camera, and my Globies know that I'm not the best videographer, but I just had to do a tour of this van. And
Thank
you built it yourself?
Yes, me and my wife built it together, yeah.
And you have a background as an electrician, right?
Yes, I was an electrician in the Coast Guard.
But now you're an attorney.
Yes.
So what kind of van is it, first of all?
2016 Mercedes Sprinter van and 170 wheelbase.
Okay. And I see you have, it looks like over here you have tile, real tile?
Yeah, the backsplash is real tile.
It's beautiful.
That is with the Formica laminate countertops that we have with ideal edge, so they're rounded in the front.
And they look like real marble. Now, did you have to use a special grout or anything on this tile? Or?
Nope, just regular tile adhesive and grout, and it did the job.
And you've been living in here now full-time for how long?
Been living here full-time for 7 months.
Okay. And you are going to be selling this van.
We are. The van went up for sale yesterday.
I don't know how you could part with this. I don't think I could part with it if it was mine.
Yeah, it's hard. I put about 2 years of work into it, and we're gonna be sad to see it go. But we're planning on moving to Oahu, and we can't take it with us.
Okay. So now, I'm going to have your wife tell us a little bit about the story about. Let's go over here, and your wife. Can you come over here and tell us a little bit about how you decided to live van life?
Hi, I'm Lindsay. So we decided to build this van after traveling in Europe and seeing all the vans over there, and we thought that's something we could do, but we don't want to feel like we're living in a van. We want something that feels like a home. So when we built this van, we tried to take all the comforts of a regular home and put it into a van. So we really hooked up the systems on the inside, and then we bought this big awning to give us a little bit more space.
I'm going to come and look at that a little later, but I'm going to come back over to Justin, but we're going to come back to Lindsay shortly and find out about your guest house. Okay. Now, you were telling me also you built this van with your dogs in mind.
We did build the van with the dogs in mind, so that means that it's 4 seasons, and you can run an AC system all day long in here and not have to worry that it's going to die while the dogs are inside and they're going to overheat.
So what kind of AC system do you have?
AC system is an auto climate AC system. Here's the evaporator, the compressor is down here in the bench, and
Okay.
the condenser is up here on the roof. And the auto climate is a 9,000 BTU unit that takes about 50 amps, 50 amp draw.
And you were telling me it's only available in Canada.
The manufacturer they sell them out of Canada.
Okay,
Yeah.
all
And
right.
you can get them shipped here to the U.S.
Oh, you can. Okay, so you had it shipped all the way from Canada and then installed it.
Yes, and that unit is about approximately $3,000.
So as a electrician, you did a lot of research, I presume, finding which one.
I did. I compared just about every 12-volt DC option there was. I looked a lot in different ones from manufacturers directly in China that they're making for refrigerated trucks, and I ended up deciding on auto climate.
Okay. Now, tell me, what are you running it off of? What kind of battery system?
The battery is a 550 amp Lithionics battery with the Lithionics BMS, so I can always monitor the whole system on my phone and see what it's doing. Right now I can check and see. We're at 81%. And the battery is running, it's charged by 800 watts of solar on the roof. And the battery also has its own dedicated 300 amp alternator.
So you have 2 alternators in your van?
The van has 2 alternators, and one is strictly for the house battery.
Wow. And so did you say how many amps of battery you have?
550 amps, yep. So that between that, even if it's a cloudy day, that should keep the AC running all throughout the day.
And you can charge the battery in how many ways?
Well, we can hook up to shore power. We have a shore power hookup for both water and electric, and our tanks, so you can park at a campground and use this just like any RV. But you can charge the battery through shore power, through the alternator, and through solar power.
Okay.
And all those methods you can monitor on your phone.
Well, let's look around and see some of the other things. I see that you have, it looks like real tile. I don't know if it's coming out real clear right now, but it looks like tile, but it's FRP board.
It is FRP board, yep.
And this was something that was specially ordered to have the look of tile.
Yes, yep. We wanted the look of tile without the weight of it.
And what kind of toilet is that?
It's a Dometic cassette toilet. The cassette slides out the side of the van, and that's for the black water. The gray water, we have one gray water drain here in the shower and one here in the sink. Okay. And those both drain to the same gray water tank. And that gray water tank, there's a tank monitor on the side of the sink here, and also an electric drain valve. Okay. So when you hook up the hose, you just hit the electric valve here, and the gray water tank will open.
I know I'm jumping around a lot, but I'm just so in awe and overwhelmed. So I'm going from the bathroom back to the kitchen, but I didn't cover, what kind of oven is that?
It's a Furrion oven. I believe Furrion is formerly a Dometic company, but yeah, Furrion oven, and then this is a isotherm fridge. Okay, yeah.
That's the kind I have, is isotherm, and I found that it's really for marine application also, so it can go to any angle. You don't have to worry about being on level.
Yeah, and we found that there's really no rattle either when we're on the road, which is nice.
Okay. Now, I see that you have something else that I have in my van, which is that pedestal, which is kind of a pneumatic table. But yours, can you show how yours moves around?
Yeah, it has this mount that I found in Italy. It's a 4-directional, or I guess 8-directional mount. And you can slide this table any direction you want to make the aisles more accessible. So you can really seat 6 people back here.
Wow, so that's kind of like an upgrade to the Lagoon table.
Yeah, I'd say so, only because this is still on a pedestal, so we just center it and then push it down, and that holds the base of the bed.
Yeah, so you don't have to undo it and do all that. And then you have, so now your bed is about what size?
It's about 6 inches smaller in width than a king size.
And so you just pull the, push that down, you have another board.
Yep, push this down, one more board comes out that crosses right here, and then the 2 cushions fit in the middle.
Okay, and then you have said you have your other cushion stored up front.
Yes.
I'm looking at this black ceiling. What kind of wood is that?
The ceiling is Douglas fir. We just got it cut raw and then stripped it down, trimmed it up, and put it on the ceiling with 1/4-inch spacers.
So did Lindsay do the decor?
Lindsay did the decor.
Okay, I kind of guessed, because it's just beautiful. It's like a luxury apartment in here.
She tried to make it all black and white so that we built it with the idea of selling it in mind. And the idea was that whoever bought it could really bring their own color scheme to it, because everything is just black and white.
And very neutral. And speaking of decor and other features, let's go out and look at your guest house.
Sounds good.
So about how big would you say this guest house is?
Our guest house, I would say, is at least 100 square feet.
All right, and you said you got it so that you could put an air mattress out here and have guests here and they could have their own private accommodations.
Yes, exactly. So when we built our van, all of our friends and family were so excited to be able to come and go on adventures with us. So we wanted to have something that we could have separately outside of our van that was nice for them. So this can easily fit a queen size bed with over 50% of the room to spare for our guests when they come to
Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. So you're going to be selling this also, but selling it separately from the van for anyone who wants it.
Yes, so we'll sell it as a combo deal or separately. Yeah.
Wow, and it hooks up over here. So it hooks up, you were telling me, so it has, oops, I almost tripped, but so you're telling me that it has a connection that you could disconnect it from the van, drive off, leave it up, and then come back. You don't have to be stuck in one spot.
Absolutely, and you can take this and put it, you know, farther off in the campsite and have a completely separate guest house.
So it doesn't have to be attached if you don't want it.
Yes.
And also it's supported here by these, it's like a bouncy house, so it's inflatable.
It's inflatable. It's it just takes a 12 volt paddleboard
Pump. Yeah.
Exactly, and it inflates in about 10 minutes, and
Wow.
you pretty much just set it and forget it, and it starts just blowing up.
And it, from what you were telling me, it folds down pretty small enough for you to put it in a bag and you have it attached in the back of your van.
Yes.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to ask something that's probably impolite or maybe a little bit indelicate, but if you would be interested in telling me how much you're asking for this luxurious home on wheels.
Yeah, the van has 59,000 miles on it right now. It's 2016 and it's for sale for 117,000.
Okay. Well, you heard that, and how would anyone reach you if they wanted to own this luxury mobile?
If you want to see a couple pictures of the van or reach us, there's an Instagram for it. It's G_unit van.
Okay. G_unit van.
That's it.
Okay, I'll see if I can't get a link to that.
Awesome.
And thank you so much, Justin and Lindsay. So what are you going to do once you go over to Oahu? What's your plans?
Hopefully find a shack to live in. That's what we can afford.
In Oahu, yeah. Okay. Well, you have lived the life traveling all around, and now you want to find a shack in Oahu. I tell you what, I can't think of a better place to have a shack in than Oahu. All right, so hey, I may look you up when I come over there. Maybe you can put a tent up for me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right. Talk to you later. Thanks so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.